The look of fear etched on her 9-year-old son's face as he stood next to his teacher triggered alarm bells, but it would be nearly a decade before Carolyn would know the cause. I was picking Tim up from school and noticed he had tears in his eyes. Mr. Levinger was keeping him really close and told me he'd been sick that day. Something just seemed really odd, and I now believe that was the day Levinger masturbated him. Tim attended an elite Anglican boys' school in Western Australia and was sexually molested by his grade 5 teacher for most of the year 2000. An ex-teacher, Carolyn, volunteered a lot of time assisting in Tim's classroom, where she told the Commissioner she had witnessed Mr. Levinger's touchy-feely behaviour towards her son. Levinger sent Tim a cheque for his birthday, which seemed strange. But we were new to the private school system, which is very old-fashioned, and had its own way of doing things. I asked him if he was okay, and he said he was. I saw the teacher liking Tim as a good thing, because teachers like good students, and I wanted Tim to do well. I trusted the school to have very high standards. 9 years later, in 2009, Tim broke his silence to reveal details of the sexual abuse first to his girlfriend, then his parents. I spoke to the school about it and was urged not to go to the police. Levinger was suspended. I took Tim to the police station to provide a statement, and Levinger was arrested and charged. Tim was one of 5 victims to testify at the first trial, but since Mr. Levinger was employed at the school for over 25 years, Carolyn feels that number represents the tip of an iceberg. She described the court process as a distressing ordeal. I learnt that the school principal had long been aware that Levinger often behaved inappropriately with students. In fact, Levinger received 3 warnings about his improper conduct with students between 1999 and 2004, based on information provided by other teachers in the school. Following an appeal and retrial, Mr. Levinger was found guilty and imprisoned. Subsequently, they commenced a civil action against the school, and Tim received a settlement of $375,000 and his parents received $80,000. Carolyn said Mr. Levinger was not the first sexual predator to roam free in the schoolyard, and told how her son's sexual abuse and the school's trivialisation of it has left her family fractured. My son spent 10 years with a monster in his head, with suicidal thoughts from the age of 9, and my younger son's had a mental breakdown. Yet you still hear teachers and parents say that kids exaggerated their stories for the money. I feel betrayed, humiliated, and disempowered, all because corrupt and incompetent people in positions of power at an elite institution failed in the duty of care over and over and over again.